Westwood, Hillside Middle School, Kalamazoo Central, and Western Michigan University. Receiver and Super Bowl champion, Mr. Jennings Homecoming. Thank you.
This is pretty awesome. This is definitely pretty awesome. And appreciate it. Yeah, we did it. I always start off by giving reverence to God, you know, the head of my life. God, I don't take that lightly. I don't say that lightly. I try to wear that. I'm not gonna say I try to. I wear that wherever I go. And let me just say this. I thank everybody, all these officials, everybody over. I appreciate everything. Putting this event together along with my sister. And I would be remiss if I didn't give acknowledgement to my parents. And although they've done an outstanding job, there has been one addition to my life that has really molded me into the man that I've become. And I would say that's my wife, and I will say that's my wife, so that I won't get in trouble. My wife, Nicole, I appreciate it. My girls, Maya, Aaliyah, and Ava, she wants to be a star, so I'm going to let her have this spotlight. You are a star. I really appreciate everybody for coming out here and supporting and celebrating myself and my accomplishments. And what I really want you to understand, and I really appreciate what Tim Tarrantine said, work. You know, I robbed you before you even got to your seat. I put that in my back pockets at work. And I'm just letting you know, so if you hear that and I don't give you credit, I'm going to act like I can't work with that. But no, that's great stuff, because I always tell everyone, you know, wherever I go, everyone sees what I do on the football field. You know who I am because of what I do. But what I do, that's not who I am. That's not all of who I am, what you see on the football field. I wore these glasses to look smart. I look smart, don't I? I wore these glasses because I am smart. For all you kids out there, I am not just a football player. I am not just a jock. I am pretty intelligent as well. And I say that to stress this. I stress education, and I stress being successful. I stress education because there was a point in time where I took education for granted. I did. And I never really noticed it until I left Western Michigan, or actually until I was upon my entering into the NFL. But for you young people out there, and you, what Tim said, those of you who don't really acknowledge your age in the older category, I definitely took my education for granted, but at the same time, I recognize that was something that I can hold on to for a lifetime. Football is only going to last for so long. I can hold on to the memories of football. I can try to retain everything that I've done on the field. I'm not going to be able to emulate what you saw 15 years from now. I would say 5, 6 years from now, but I hope I can. But one of the things that I will be able to obtain and withhold, and then again spill out to young people, is what I've absorbed over the years of my education. education. For those of you who don't know, I didn't graduate before I entered the NFL. And that was something that really, really bothered me. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time, but I just want to share this to you guys, and especially the young people. I didn't graduate when I should have. I didn't graduate when I should have, and that really bothered me going forward. And the reason why it bothered me, it didn't bother me so much in the sense of, man, I'm not going to be able to provide for my family if I were to have a family, or I'm not going to be able to make a good ends meet, put food on the table for myself, let alone the family. But it bothered me in the sense that if I was able to stand up here and I was afforded an opportunity to stand in front of people, stand in front of youth, stand in front of someone that I can possibly, potentially influence, I wouldn't be able to tell them with confidence that education is the key. But I can do that right now. Because I received my time. From Western Michigan University. I remember telling my mom, as a young kid, you tell your parents a lot of things. You tell them you want to be a professional athlete, you tell them you want to do this, you tell them you want to do that. But I remember telling my mom after I left school that, Mom, I promise you I'm going to get my degree. And the one thing that I pride myself in doing, and the reason why you may see me looking like, man, I enjoy this, but I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted 1 second, because it can be here today and gone tomorrow. You know, you never know what people are applauding you for, but if you can be the best person that you can possibly be, that's all that really matters. And I told my mom that I would graduate. I promised her I would graduate. I gave her a certain time frame, and that time kind of crept up on me pretty quick. And I didn't accomplish it in that amount of time, but the point is that I got it done. It's never too late. I don't care who you are, where you are in your life. It's never too late to be educated. It's never too early to educate. What we do at the Greg Jennings Foundation is a lot. And although you may not have heard, you're going to hear now. Because ultimately, that's why I'm here. I'm here to impact a life. I'm here to sway your way of thinking, so to speak. Put you in the mindset of being a successful human being and not a successful person from a standpoint of, I have to be that superstar, or I have to be in some type of state of power. That doesn't make you successful. What makes you successful is if you're willing to put out the work to be successful. I say this to kids and people all over the place. Success comes with the willingness to want to do something great. You must first want to. Then you have to put forth the effort. And with that effort, if you're putting forth the effort, then that means you have passion behind what it is you're trying to accomplish, what it is you're trying to do. And with that passion, you can embody success. When you become a success, you've been ready to work. As Tim mentioned, you're willing to work. You're willing to put forth an effort. You're willing to be passionate about whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And that's what we strive to do at the Greg Jennings Foundation. We may not be the biggest foundation. We're never going to be the biggest foundation. We don't strive to be the biggest foundation. We don't strive to be the best in everyone else's eyes. We strive to do the best work we possibly can do, and that's to impact lives within our community. And we can only do that with your help and your support. So, as much as you come here to enjoy and celebrate who I husband, I'm a friend, I'm a peer, and most importantly to a lot of you, I'm a football player. But you see why I said that one last. Because in my lifetime, that was the last thing that really took place. All those other things I was able to do along the way. Then I became a football player. You're not really feeling what I'm saying. What I'm trying to let you know is, you can be a success along the way to your actual goal. You don't have to actually reach that goal and then acknowledge the fact that you're a successful person. You're a success already. And a lot of you may not even recognize that. And I'm really sharing this to the young youth that we have out here. Don't worry about what the next person's saying. Don't worry about what your friends are saying. Don't worry about the internet and the iPod and all this. Get outside, absorb some knowledge, take school seriously. Don't take it for granted. I know as a young kid, a lot of times when your parents say something to you, it goes in one ear and out the other. And I know because it was me. I was that dude. I was that guy. I was that son. I got you. You know, you just want your parents to just shut up. Respectfully shut up. There comes a time when you feel like you're a man and they can't really put you over the knee and spank you anymore, so I can say that right now in front of witnesses and cameras. No, but seriously, success lies within each and every one of you. And the biggest success that you can ever have or ever accomplish is by putting a smile on someone else's face. Not always satisfying yourself. Not always doing it to please yourself. Doing it to please somebody else. Doing it to satisfy someone else. I embrace this opportunity. I embrace this day. I appreciate all of you. Sincerely, I truly do. I'm a man of humility, so I don't brag, I don't boast about who I am and what I've become and where everybody thinks that I'm headed. I can only continue to thank God and say to God be the glory. In closing, because I'm not going to be long. But I mean, you guys came here to see me, right? Just bear with me. I'm going to be myself a little bit too, so I'm going to take these glasses off because I've always thought this was pretty neat when people did this when they, always made me think that that person knew what they were talking about. I'm going to say this. Every day is a great day to be great. Every single day is a great day to be great. Today doesn't make me great because you celebrate who I am and what I've been able to accomplish on the football field. Yesterday made me great because I was great to those little girls that I had. The day before that made me great because I impacted their life. I put a smile on somebody else's face. The day before that made me great because I was fulfilling a dream that no one else can take away from me. No one else can interrupt that dream. The only way that dream can be interrupted, your dream can be interrupted, is if you get off that path. If you jump off that train, if you jump off those tracks. So to all of you who are striving to be successful, you're already successful. It's how much more of a success you're going to become. How much of an impact you're going to make within your own community. How much of an impact you're willing to make within your own community. Within someone else's life. Because in all actuality, that's what really matters. When you're gone, when I'm gone, People may remember me as a football player. They may remember me as, you know, a guy who made a ton of plays on the football field and made it look easy. But when people tell me, Greg, you make it look so easy out there, the number one thing I think about is how easy everything else can be if you're just willing to put forth the time. And when it came to my education, when I was willing to put forth the time, I got my degree and I got it done. It's a great day to be great every single day of your life. Remember that.